Okay, here's another test video. What I'm trying to do here is demonstrate that my motorcycle has always had a ticking noise. Um, I've got 4 videos that I'm going to show you. The first one is of 6 weeks of ownership. I've got about 1,500 miles on it is my best guess. It's the earliest video I have of the motorcycle running. The second video is going to be just after I did the first minor service. So after it's break-in, it's got its 6,000 mile minor service. I did that the day before here. It's got 6,600 miles on it when I'm about to take off for a trip. The third video is when I got the bike back after the cam chain tensioner was replaced and 2 of the exhaust valves were adjusted. So this is, 50 miles of getting the motorcycle back after its 12,000 mile service that was done early at 10 because Curtis heard a noise in the motorcycle. I think that's probably pretty key. And then I've got my last video is the sound of the motorcycle after adding a quart of oil. I was gonna leave on a trip. I was doing motorcycle maintenance. I found it was thirsty. I topped it up, and it started to make a clicking noise that seemed to be louder. After adding the oil, I sent a video to Curtis, and then I'll send you his voicemail. So we'll go ahead and we'll run through it. Here's the first video.
It just came up, so. Oh my gosh. You can see it. There must be 100 there. Sorry, ladies. I don't like to disturb you. Nice spot you got here. I need a front line, I think.
Okay, so that was week 6 of ownership. Here's a day after I did the first minor service by myself.
Oh. We're ready, boys.
Obviously, pretty excited to get on the road. Here's an interesting one. This is the bike just after I got it back and the cam chain tensioner was replaced and the valves were adjusted. It was initially in there for the steering head bearing torque had come loose again, as well as to replace a fork seal. Curtis, when it was in there for the service, says, "Hey, your engine doesn't sound right." So this is the 50 miles probably after I got the bike back from Denistone.
All right, buddies.
Okay, so I mean, that's me just getting the bike back after being serviced, and it's got 10,000 miles on it. Creeping up on 14,000. This is my most recent video of the machine before I sent it in.
Okay, I only really bring this up because last time you said my valves were noisy, and I think it's would be there again probably. Here we go.
And then finally, I want to share the voicemail that I received after sending this clip to Curtis.
Hey, Dan, it's Curtis at Denistone Power Sports. Hey, I got your email with that video. That thing sounds like it's got a cam chain tensioner issue, is what it sounds like. So, honestly, listening to that thing, even over your video, does not sound good. So, we probably need to get that thing back in the shop to look at. trip. Just because I've had a couple of them where the tensioners have totally failed, and it jumps time, bends all the valves, just destroys the engine. So that's my advice. Give me a call when you get a chance. Thanks.
So I mean, he might have a much more keen ear for it, and I don't doubt he does. Um, so he's identified a problem in my bike in the last two videos that I've sent him. Um, so again, here's it bad, right?
Would be there again, probably. Here we go.
Here's my bike when I first got it. Here's my bike somewhere in the middle of its life.
Oh. We're ready, boys.
Here's my bike after it was already damaged. And I got it back because Curtis heard of issue.
All right, buddies.
I just got that back. Here is the bike that I can't ride on a trip.
Again, probably. Here we go.
I mean, I think there's a fair assumption that I've always kind of had a radically cladly bike, and I wouldn't necessarily notice what Curtis hears, but there's absolutely a ticking going on, and I think it's happened through the life of the motorcycle. I know that there's let's see here, let's see if I can pull it up. Here we go. There's a rocker arm prematurely worn notice for a lot of motorcycles, and a ticking noise coming from the cylinder head. I don't know if Curtis is aware of it, or he's just hearing these cam chains. It's just my motorcycle's always sounded like this in my mind, which is the frustrating part. Anyway, here's I think potentially what's going on with my motorcycle, and it's had a ticking noise its whole life.